So, yesterday we talked about boundaries and why saying yes to everything creates cycles of burnout, even for the strongest women. Today, I want to share the moment I finally understood the difference between being productive and being purposeful. Because the truth is, high capacity women, we don't struggle with doing enough, we struggle with doing what matters most. And what I learned far too late completely transformed the way that I work, lead, rest, and build. Now, for years, my productivity was built on one core belief. And if I can get more done, I will feel more successful. Let me say it again. If I could get one more done, if I can complete one more task, if I can check one more box, then I will feel better, more in control, more accomplished, and more worthy. So, high capacity women are conditioned to believe that our value is in our output. So, then the question is, what do we do? Like, what do you do about that? We can create a color coded to do list. We fill out our calendars. We block our schedules. We say yes to projects. We solve problems before anyone asks. And we do it ourselves because why? It is faster. And at the end of the day, even when the crossed off list, when we've crossed off everything on our list, we still feel like we're behind. And why is that? Because productivity without purpose produces emptiness. It looks good on paper, but it doesn't feel good in your spirit. So let me tell you exactly when this changed for me. I was sitting in my office frustrated because I had done so much, yet I felt so unaccomplished. And God whispered to me so clearly, you're prioritizing task over your assignment. And I froze because he was right. And I had mastered task completion, but I was ignoring purpose driven execution. Let me say that again, purpose driven execution. And I knew how to get work done, but I wasn't aligning my work with my assignment that God gave me, that He created me for in this or in that specific season. And I wasn't doing the right work. I was doing easy work, visible work, quick work, urgent work. If this sounds like you, give me a yes in the comments, but not purposeful work. And here's the truth that hit me hard. Purposeful work is not always fast, but it's always fruitful. And so when you think about why we get caught in this pattern, it's because in general, you're rewarded for speed and not strategy. And where does that exist? Think about it in corporate, in ministry, in your family, in business. And we don't have the space to slow down. Our lives are full. Our responsibilities are heavy. Our calendars stay crowded. And number three, we confuse movement with momentum. And four, we don't have the communities that challenge our pace. I want to say that one more time. Typically, these high capacity women, we don't have the communities that challenge the pace at which we're running to. And we have communities that admire our stamina, but not our sustainability. We feel guilty when we're not producing. And rest sometimes feels wrong, even when it is necessary. This is why so many incredible women struggle with clarity, not because they're lazy, but because they're overloaded. So here's what shifted the game for me. I stopped asking what needs to be done, and I started asking what's aligned with my assignment today. That single question changed everything. I began structuring my days around my season, meaning like, am I married? Do I have kids? Am I a caretaker? So what is your season? My assignment, like what did God create me, only me for? My purpose, my non-negotiables. We talked about a little bit of those a couple of days ago. My mental capacity, my physical energy, my spiritual direction, and then suddenly my output increased, my stress decreased, my clarity sharpened, and my purpose expanded. My creativity returned, and my peace multiplied, and my business aligned. Because when you operate from clarity, you produce with confidence before productivity becomes discernment. And so this is something that you need to know about your season. And you need to ask yourself, what is my assignment in this season of my life? And not from what someone else says, but what you really know inside for yourself. And then the key number 2 is to protect your non-negotiables. If your faith, your fitness, your family, your finances, or fun are missing, your foundation is unstable. Purpose requires preservation. And then key number 3, create a capacity-based plan. Your productivity must match your time, your energy, your responsibilities, your priorities, your emotional bandwidth, not the expectation of others that they place on you. Like, for example, with me, I'm really good in the morning. As the day goes on, my energy drops down. As the day goes on, my productivity, it gets a little bit slower. As the day goes on, especially when it gets nighttime, I'm ready to just decompress. So when you think about yourself, knowing yourself in that season, it is the expectations that you have, not expectations that others place on you, because they will if they can. And if you're watching this and thinking, I work hard, but I still feel left behind, or I'm productive, but not feeling fulfilled, I get things done, but not the things that really matter to me. I just want to remind you today, I want to pause and say this, that you are not alone. You don't need to work anymore. You don't need to work aligned. You need to work aligned. You don't need any longer to have any longer to-do list. You need clear assignments. Like, what is your assignment? You don't need any more tasks. What you need more truth. And a part of that truth is this: you can't shift from chaos to clarity alone. The strongest women still need structure, support, and accountability. So if this message has spoken to you, in the comment section, please write the word join, because the VonSwy Recreation Station is the community where high capacity learn to align their lives, clarify their goals, build healthier habits, increase their capacity, leverage tech and AI, create boundaries. Let me say it again, create boundaries, and support one another. We don't perform, we don't compete, we don't pretend, but we do support holistically daily. And we do that every single day. There's a way that you can check in, connect with the group. So here's the thing, join us. Your next season, it requires alignment, not exhaustion. And on tomorrow, day 4, we're going to be talking about the one skill that every woman must master to break the cycle of overwhelm. So again, my name is Latasha Martin. Thank you for joining me on day 4 of Vlogmas, also known as Techie Tasha, and I hope that you have an amazing day.